So if you are a girl boss or a dude boss, or you have a business that is run, a lot of it is run online, especially on social media, make sure you heart it up. Do I have any girl bosses, dude bosses on here? And also let me introduce myself, Leticia Dominguez. On social media, I am Living Fit with Leticia. I am health and fitness Beachbody coach, former teacher, and now CEO of Team Living Fit. And I help people lose weight and also grow their Beachbody businesses like I've been able to grow mine. And I absolutely love it. It's my passion. And I'm always trying to find ways to help my team grow their businesses as well. And hit their goals and everything. So anyways, so if you run your business primarily on social media like us Beachbody coaches do, and there's lots of other businesses that do as well, I sometimes from brand new coaches, what they tell me is like, Leticia, like I'm running out of people to invite, or my following isn't so big. So here's the thing, it's social media. You can never run out of people to contact, to build relationships with on social media. Never, never, never. So as a new coach, this is what I did in my very first year. I've been a CEO, Latina boss for 2.5 years. In my first year, right away, I realized, oh my gosh, this business is run primarily on social media. For me, it's like 99% social media. Facebook and Instagram are my to-go. I try dabbling in Twitter. I do a little bit Pinterest, but Facebook and Instagram are my to-go social medias. It's what I've had the best success in. But right away, I noticed that I needed to improve and to learn everything there was to learn about social media. It's just like having any other career, any other job. You want to be the best at what you do, right? And so I knew right away I need to get better at social media because I'm not a social media expert. And prior to becoming a Beachbody coach, I just used social media like everyone uses social media, right? Talk about the weather and the Cowboys. But if you own a business and you run it through your social media, it has to change. You have to run it differently, especially if you want to grow your following. You want people to connect with you. If you want people to follow you and to share you and to feel like they know you. So this is what I did in my very first year as a coach. Once I realized this, I invested time and money into trainings from experts. So the very first one I took was Shalene's Johnson Instagram Academy. I think it was like $100. I don't remember. I learned everything I know about Instagram from that training. I was new coach. I didn't have the money to invest, but I'm like, okay, this is my business and I'm going to run this business as a business, and businesses require investments, right? And those investments, usually if you do them well and you apply them, they will pay you back triple, quadruple. So that's the very first training I did. Loved it. I've gotten a lot of success from Instagram, bringing me coaches, bringing me challengers. The next training that I invested in was Marie Smith. She's known as the Facebook Queen. She's on Facebook. She's everywhere. She has a Facebook Academy. She's a Facebook Queen. And no, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but this is what I did and this is what helped grow my business. I learned so much about Facebook from that training, all about the algorithms, which, gosh, Facebook is, changes all the time. Her name is Marie Smith, M-A-R-I Smith. You can look her up. That's another training. Marie Smith, M-A-R-I-S-M-I-T-H, Marie Smith, Facebook Queen. I've also done, yes, Natalie Jill Fitness, her Pinterest Academy. I did that one not too long ago. Learned everything I knew about Pinterest and how to, when people click on your Pinterest post to link it back to your Facebook. That's another great academy that I took. And then guys, there's books. There's tons of books. So this book, I have to be honest with you, I haven't read it yet because I'm reading another social media book, but I've heard people rave about this one. It's Gary Vaynerchuk. It's called Jab, Jab, Right Hook, how to tell your story in a noisy social world. So it's all about social media, right? This is going to help you grow. It's going to help you learn. It's going to help your business grow. And there's other free trainings out there too. Like one of my favorite podcasts is from Amy Porterfield, and it's called Online Social Media Made Easy. I've learned things about ads, about boost, about engaging posts that you can make. I learned so much from her, and it's free. If you go to YouTube and you type in, I don't know, what can I know about ads, or what can I know about Facebook? Guys, YouTube and Google have tons of free advice out there. And even these experts, Chalene Johnson, Marie Smith, all these experts, you can subscribe to their newsletters, and they even share free information also all the time if you are not ready just yet to make financial investments. But again, this is a business, and so financial investments are a must. It's only going to help you grow. It's only going to help your business take off. And one other thing that I will add about social media and that I learned in these trainings is that every day when I go to post, this is what I ask myself. Is this post going to evoke emotion? Why do I want to evoke emotion? Because if you evoke emotion in your followers, that evokes them to take action. So if it's like, if it's a post where you're inviting up to one of your weight loss groups or one of your coaching groups, if you evoke some kind of emotion in them, they're most likely going to take action. So never just slapping a picture on there, always trying to find ways to tell a little bit about yourself, to make that connection with those people you are trying to attract to you, right? Your tribe, or your vibe attracts your tribe. So that's the first thing that I ask myself, is this going to evoke some kind of emotion? And the second thing that I ask myself is this post telling a little bit about myself? And I know that's scary, to be vulnerable and raw and put the good, the bad, and the ugly out there, but I promise you, the more you share about just anything, like, right, our story, we have so many different stories, but we're not just gonna throw them on Facebook all at once, right? We're not gonna vomit on people, but you can share bits and pieces of your story, or little stories that other people can relate to, and they can say, wow, like, me too, I can relate to that. So does it evoke emotion? Does it tell a little bit about myself? And it could just be like, hey, I don't brush my teeth, right, early in the morning. It doesn't have to be always something like super heartfelt. Just a little bit about yourself, about your kids, or about your husband, or about just things that you like. Like, people know I love Ross. People know now that I don't brush my teeth first thing in the morning. Check out my earlier Periscope for that. People know I have crazy morning hair, right? These are little things that you don't think matter, but people notice that about you, and it helps you stand out. Third thing is this going to motivate someone? Is this going to inspire someone? Or is this just going to make someone laugh? Like, I love humor too, so I'll try to make people laugh. And if that's me looking crazy in the morning, makeup from the next day, hey, right? Whatever. So that's what I try to look for every time I post. I try not to just slap anything on there. Like, I try to at least, stick to these 5, evoke emotion, tell a little bit about myself, motivation, inspiration, or just make someone laugh. And that's helped me tremendously. Like, I have people reach out to me like, oh, DC, I feel like I know you, or the famous, I've been watching you, right? I've been watching you, because that's what people do. They watch you until they find some connection with you, until you evoke some emotion in them, or until you prove to them you are consistent, you're here for the long run, you're not going to flake on them. So consistency, showing up every single day, even when you don't want to, even when you don't feel like you have anything to offer, anything to give, show up in their lives every single day. Like, I had a coach who I talked to last week, and she was telling me how scared she was to show her progress pic. She's like, I've been doing 21 Day Fix for like four rounds now. Should I post my progress? I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, oh, I'm so scared. Like, it's just so hard to put myself out there. Like, before and after pictures, guys, you're vulnerable. You're exposed. It's not the easiest thing. But she did it yesterday. She was flooded with love from people and support from people, like over 100 likes, tons of comments, people reaching out to her. And maybe she feels like she's not at her ideal weight yet, but just showing that progress, and she evoked emotion. She didn't just slap the picture up there and say 21 Day Fix, 4th round. No, like, she told a little bit about her struggle. She told a little bit how she hasn't been perfect. It's been a struggle for her, but she's been sticking to it. So those are the things that to consider. So consider making investments to learn from the experts. Consider books and personal development on social media, because if your business is run primarily from social media, get better at social media. And then do your best to always evoke emotion or just let people get to know you a little bit more. Because so in our business, we're Beachbody coaches, we do a lot of sweaty selfies, right? If you think about it, that gets old. And just throwing your sweaty selfie up there all the time, after a while, people are like, all right, she goes with her sweaty selfie again. But if you post your sweaty selfie and post something like, I had a rough night, my baby didn't let me sleep all night, he was sick all night throwing up, but you know what, I shoved that Energize down and I pushed play. Why? Because other moms who have the same situation, they're gonna be like, wow, okay, well, I may feel bad now, she did it, she's a mom too. Or just try find ways to evoke emotion other than just like, here's my sweaty picture again. Yeah, once in a while, just throw that sweaty picture up there, but for the most part, try to put a little story behind it or just a little something about you that's going to help you stand out and it's going to get people to connect with you. All right, guys, so I hope that helps. If that helps, don't share it if that helped you. And it's what has helped me in the last 2.5 years. I'm not an expert, I'm not the best at this, but it has helped me be able to retire my teacher job and do this business full time. So you're welcome, Christy. De nada, Julieta. You guys have a great night. I'm going to now go have dinner with the Hubs. Bye.